Okay, we have a question here. We've got our output, okay, and we've got our costs, right? So from this data, what we're trying to do is we want to separate the costs into fixed and variable costs, okay? Want That's what we want to do so that we can now use that cost equation to estimate future costs, okay, depending on how much we produce. Because here, the thing is, we're making a cost equation, right? Remember, the cost equation is in the format y equals a plus bx. Y represents the total cost. A represents the fixed costs. B represents the variable costs. Okay, so this is the cost equation that we want to form. Then this letter X here, it will represent the output. Okay, so we're going to use the high-low method and the least squares regression method so that we can estimate our costs. So let's start with the high-low method. Okay, colleagues, what is the first thing we need to do for the high-low method? So what is step one? Colleagues, and all of you cost accountants, don't you deal with data from your firms? And then they ask you, can you please divide this data into cost, fixed and variable costs? Don't you do this on a daily basis? Madam Blessings, what's the first thing we need to do? Excuse me. Mr. Matthews? Okay, the first thing we need to yes. And thank you very much, madam. Yes. So lowest output here, 500 units with the cost 3,000. Highest output here, 2,000 units and the cost 22,300. Yes. So first thing, identify your highest and your lowest output. Okay. Then what do you do next? We get our variable costs. And the variable cost is VC equals your highest cost minus your lowest cost divided by your highest output minus your lowest output. Is that okay, colleagues? Okay. So our highest cost is 22,300 minus our lowest cost, 3,000. Our highest output, 2,000 units, minus our lowest output, 500 units. So 22,300 minus 3,000, what do we get? Just hold on. Okay. Sorry, I was just collecting something. Yes. What's 22,300 minus 3,000? 19,000. Okay. Divided by 2,000 minus 500. So 19,500 divided by 1,500. So this is in kwacha. This is 12.87 kwacha per unit. Okay. This is our variable cost. So units are represented by X. So you can say 12.87. 12.87. Okay. What's the next step? Yes, finding your fixed costs. So this way you can say you can either use the high or you can use the low. But remember, just hold on. Okay, remember, total costs equals fixed costs minus variable costs. Okay, so we want to get our fixed costs here. Oh, plus, not minus, sorry. Total cost equals fixed cost plus variable cost. So here we want to get our fixed cost, right? So fixed costs equals total cost minus variable cost. Okay. So we have to either choose the highest output. Okay, you get the total cost for the highest output and the number of units, or you can use the lowest output, and the lowest total cost. So which one are we going to use, high or low? Using the low. Okay, so with the low, Our total cost is what? 3,000. Our output is 500 units. All right. So to get our fixed costs, our total cost is 500 minus our variable cost 12.87. Then we substitute x with the number of units. This has 3,000 here. 3,000 total cost minus variable cost. All right. So we're going to say 3,000 minus 12.87. Then x, you substitute x with the output here. Okay. 500 units. So it's a 12.87 times 500. You get 6,435. Oh, we get a negative fixed cost. Oh yeah, so 3,000 minus 6,435. What do we get? Yes. Although usually with questions you're not supposed to get a fixed cost. It means the, there's some error in the data that was given. So, but basically this is the process that you do, colleagues. All right. With the high-low method. So we'll still use this negative value and we just substitute into our equation here. Total costs y equals a, which is your negative 3,000, which is your fixed costs, plus 12.87, which is your variable costs, x. Any questions? So once you find your fixed and variable costs, that's how you make your cost equation. Questions, queries?